What is up? This is Jordan Kurtz with comments from the Peanut Gallery, powered by the MMAplug.com. You could also check me featured with DenverSportsBetting.com as well as Mile High Sports. I have a very special guest in the house today, one of my very good friends, Mr. Youssef, the Moroccan Devil, Zalal. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
So, you're about to make the journey all the way over to Fight Island. This is going to be your fourth fight this year in the UFC. Just tell me a little bit about that journey.
Man, it's crazy. You know, I was telling everybody, it was like last year we were looking for a fight to even fight. You know, just to fight, and because I couldn't find a fight, and I had 2 losses, and I was like, damn, I was just trying to find a fight and trying to get it going, and all of a sudden. We found a fight. I was like, oh man, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to Morocco. I don't want to even think about this. I didn't call. They called me. They were like, hey, we got a fight. And it was like, I come back and I had 2 weeks of camp. That's it. And I was like, as soon as they called me, I was like, yep, I'll take it. And I was like, no, I'll take it. I'm done. Like I stopped worrying about the fight. All I worried about focusing on my family. And then all of a sudden, I had the big highlight reel knockout, and from there is like. The life changed quick, It's like kept at it. I was looking for an LFA fight, and I was getting ready for I think it was 13 weeks, me getting ready and a diet and all that stuff. And all of a sudden they called me and I had my UFC debut. Thank God it was before the pandemics, to be honest. But yeah, from there it was rest is history, to be honest. I was like, I don't got nothing else to do, I'll tell you that. So I was like, besides training, they called me. I was like, I'll take it. I was like, I got nothing else going on. I was like, what is it better to do just to fight? So it's a blessing in the sky, and I'm very happy that I had the opportunity to fight 4 times a year, or to even fight. So that's awesome.
Oh, absolutely, man. Now you mentioned you got to make your debut prior to the pandemic and the shutdown of everything, so you got to do so in front of a crowd with the full, I guess, week of events and whatnot going on for UFC 247 down in Houston back in February. And then you've also had 2 fights during the pandemic, so you've had the crowdless experience. Just talk me through the differences.
Oh, God. I mean, my first fight was all right. It was like there was not a lot of people in the fans because that was the first fight. But man, the second fight that I had, oh my God, it's like I tell everybody, I was like, it's like when you go and fly out to Texas or Vegas, when you get out of the airport, the heat hits you. That's exactly how I felt. I got out, and as soon as I seen nobody and it was quiet, it hit me, and I was like, oh God, this is a whole different story. But it was very hard to kind of keep composed and kind of stay at the target, So that was very hard. But my last fight I'm so used to it. I was so used to it because of the last fight. I kind of let all the pressure off, to be honest, and just had fun. So it was a great opportunity, and like I said, it was definitely the strangest thing I ever done. I'll tell you that. I never fought without crowd, to be honest. So even at local level, I think we had more crowd than anything. So that was scary. I was like, first time, good luck. Second time, you'll be fine.
Definitely. Now, in a couple of days, you've described it as you're about to go to jail for 4 days.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that? What is going through your mind as you're about to go through this quarantine process, then hopping on a plane for 16, 18 hours, whatever the trip is over there to Abu Dhabi? What is going through your mind?
How am I gonna train? It's find some home workouts. Not really, man. I really don't care. I'm bringing my Xbox. I was gonna have fun. Play some Call of Duty, some stuff like that. But besides that, I don't even. I'm probably gonna call the coach and see what is he gonna have me doing, because I have no fucking clue. I'll be lazy and sit down and not do shit. So I was like, nah, let's stay active. So that's pretty much. I don't know if I'm even allowed to get outside. So. We'll find out. I know Abu Dhabi for sure I can't go outside, but I think Vegas after you tested negative, you're fine. You can get out and kind of run or work out, something like that. So I like that. But beside that, I don't think I can do anything else beside that.
Yeah, I think you're pretty well locked down once you're going through the protocol. But I mean, what an experience though, that you get to be a part of the historic Fight Island. Now, just to tie all things together from a cultural aspect, how do you think that this, how much do you think that this is going to impact your potential growth and reach, being that now you're going to get to go fight over in the Middle East? Religion and everything taken into account.
Yeah, it's a big deal. They called me and they were like, "Oh, you fight in Abu Dhabi," and I did like interviews with Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi Sports and stuff like that. So for me, I was like, you dream about that shit when you're a kid. You're like, oh God, like I'll be talking in Arabic and talking all this and that. But it's pretty cool to really say like proudly, like I get to fight in front of an Arab nation that really respects this sport and really love this sport, and to really just add the value to my career, to be honest. So it's, for me, it's a big deal, man. It's a big deal for me and my family. It's like I never thought I would be at this position, to even be like, oh man, I'm going to Abu Dhabi, fight in front of Arabs and all that, and Muslims and all that. So it's awesome, man, and I can't wait. I can't wait to show the skills that Moroccans can bring and the Arabs can bring. So I can't wait.
That's awesome, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to how well Youssef is able to speak English. This is his third language. I mean, I'm still gonna roast you and bust your balls every time.
English is a little sus.
Roasting back and forth. He's like, bro, that's why I hate fucking arguing with your ass, kid. You always figure out shit that mess up.
No, that's smart people.
I gotta do what I can. But yeah, so I mean, being that though, I mean, in all seriousness, you speak English very well for this being your third language and you not knowing it until, just a few years ago, really early. So being that you get to go to someplace and get to do a lot of media throughout Fight Week and all of that with outlets that you're able to speak your native language, what is the, because you've never had the opportunity to do that throughout a Fight Week. Correct me if I'm wrong, you've never had the opportunity to speak Arabic or speak directly to a lot of people who look directly up to you in that regard, that speak that language.
Yeah, man, I think I done 3 interviews ever that's in Arabic. Beside that, I haven't done nothing close to that. So for me to really just be like, oh damn, I am bringing that culture with me, like all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. But like you said, I never actually gone through okay, this is the Arab media, this is where it's coming from and all that. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see what they have for me and what kind of questions and all that stuff. So I just can't wait, man. It's can't wait to get out of jail and go fight, My man Akon out here. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
That's hilarious, bro. So, but the funny thing is if you're out there watching this on this end as opposed to just listening, but I'm sure you could probably pick up on it from listening. You have an infectious personality, man. You're just yes, that is so authentically you.
God.
And getting to see, one, I was there for your debut down in Houston, and just when Joe Rogan came up to you in the cage and you threw your arm around and like, I'm talking to Joe Rogan.
Right.
And then your last fight against Peter Barrett, they had to bleep out half of your post-fight.
Hey, I don't know why, man. I was like, I guess I'm not in pay-per-view. I was like, damn. I was like, all I said is what is it well, I did say the F word, but I was like, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, you can't say that on network TV.
That's SPN,
Yeah.
Act like you belong there,
But yeah, it's so great to see that you're just so naturally and authentically you out there in your performances.
I appreciate it.
And then just unapologetically you're not holding back the filter, and the people get to really see who Youssef is on the day in, day out basis that we all know when Youssef is in the building. Trust me, folks. You know when Youssef is around.
I don't know if this mic is catching you, man. I speak very low, man. Don't listen to him. I listen very well. No, man. It's like you said. It's the way I am. It is what it is. You can't hide it. You can't be trying to be something different. You know, you learn that from, you know, being around my teammates and all these guys. You know, they'll show you if you're being something different. You know, and they'll call you out too. So it's like, hey man, it is what it is. I fight like that and I do this and it's making me happy and apparently he's making other people happy. So that's all that matters. You know.
Definitely. I mean, I think that it was like almost a picture perfect representation of you out there. That shot that the UFC posted of you. I mean, but the thing is like that's something that the world finally got to see, but that's something that we all see every single day. Or even if it's in a round where, you know, maybe you're the person who's getting something drilled on you, you're like, okay, just wait.
I mean, it was crazy when I fought that guy, Peter Barrett. It was like, he was all crazy and talking and this and that, and I was like, oh man, yeah, okay, yeah, I feel this, like I'm ready to go, like let's go. And then it kind of felt it a little bit, and that's when I was like, I seen the guy and he's looking at me, and I can't see his face, so I was like, but as soon as I did the picture and I seen the smile come out of the mask, and I was like, oh, that's a good one, that's gonna make them happy. And he just, as soon as he took it, he got away, and I think he posted it, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that I feel like is one of the more iconic action shots, like in-fight action shots that the UFC has had in recent history, and it's just because of, you know, so much in the moment for you to have that awareness right there, like, oh yeah, like I'm in a controlled position, I see the camera lens right here, boom, lights, camera, action, I'm a superstar, I'm putting on a show.
I don't know about superstar, but I was like, we you know, put it on the show. I'm trying to, you know. I was like, whatever, trying to have some fun. But, you know, man, it's fun in the game, you know. You're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. You know, you're gonna have good learning days, you know. So for me, it was like, enjoy while it lasts, as they say. You know, it's like, you know, you never know what can happen. You can get injured. You can never fight for 9 months, 10 months. You know, who knows? But for me, that's what I focus on. Trying to enjoy the fight game as much as possible. You know.
I mean, anybody who watches your post-fight interviews, press conferences, anything like that, like you can't come away from that and saying like, how is this kid at 24 years old now, 23 from your last fight, but how is this kid just not like loving life right now? You just look like you're so happy in the moment and just enjoying the hell out of yourself.
Yeah, man, it's like, what's the point of not, you know? It's like, do something that you love.
Sometimes, you know, that you know, a couple fights in a year helps out with the cheddar.
Hey, like I said, like I learned, I was like, I stopped focusing about money. I was like, money will come to you, man. If you just go work and stuff like that, it is what it is, you know. But like you said, like it's a lot of blessings to stop worrying about a lot of stuff. I mean, you do get more problems, but it's. You have a lot less stress stuff to deal with, to be honest.
Well, man, so you're saying now that you're rich, more money, more problems?
Oh, who said that? Like Jay-Z or somebody like that? I don't know.
More money, more problems was Biggie back in the day. And yes, he gets a pass on that because he's not American and he wasn't around.
Oh, damn, they gotta roast me?
That was a very popular Biggie.
Hey, man, I feel like Jay-Z said it too, you know?
I mean, following Biggie.
Hey, man, I mean,
that's the song.
I don't know the original, but hey, man, it is what it is, dog. Well, it is what it is.
That's funny, man. So let me ask you this, just to switch it up for a second. What has been the biggest learning experience that you've had since you've been in the UFC? Like, what it may be something that has, you know, your eyes have opened up to something within the world or directly within your fight career. What is one of the biggest things that you've learned since that time or through this time?
Man, it's just literally, it's not a big difference, you know? It's like, I keep thinking about like, oh, UFC, things are gonna change. No, it really doesn't. It's like the best thing I got ever is more confidence than anything. To be honest, it's like it does show like you believe in your work and you believe in all the stuff that you do. So for me to kind of like experience that all through 4 fights, it's 3 fights now my 4th fight, but it just showed like literally there is no difference. Like it's the same thing that you've been doing. It's not your time. Your time is coming, but that's not your time, and that's what I learned.
Definitely. Now, speaking on the confidence end, I feel like watching you in your last fight with Peter, and then seeing you training, you know, just ever since that point, some of your sparring rounds and like, you know, your true hard, your cage rounds, it's almost like the element of Neo in the Matrix, So like where Neo starts to believe, starts to really believe in himself. Everything starts to slow down.
Yeah.
Slowly starts to realize that yes, I am the one. Like that's what it kind of looked like was like the game is just starting to slow down for you. I mean, you do your sweet pea head movement. You're in and out. You're cleaning the exchanges, and I mean, I think that you're showing leaps and bounds of growth within your ability. Go fuck yourself, not to stroke your ego too much. But
oh, trust me, I don't know, man. It's like it is my style. I'm like still trying to get a lot better at it. It's like there's so many things to learn. You're like holy shit, you think you're good, but things will change quick. But for me, just it's more of like like. Hey man, I'm not trying to get hit, like get out of there, but it's fun. A lot of guys think like, oh, he doesn't like to get hit, this and this and that. You can still make the fight exciting and not getting hit, so it's just that's my mentality going to this sport and trying to keep it that way.
Your speed is a very big asset. How do you feel that since you've committed to that move up to 45, how do you think that speed is going to help you in the long run?
Oh, I feel like he's gonna push me to like the top, and get me really seeing stuff, It's like, okay, I can see this stuff, I can see this, I can do this, I can do that. So it's definitely an advantage that I have, and I'm trying to keep it as long as I can.
Definitely. Now, let me ask you this. This will be, this potentially, just based off of the timeline and how things are seeming, you'll be fighting on October 10th. Might not be enough time for a turnaround by the end of the year. So let's just say let's talk by the end of 2021. Where do you see Youssef the Moroccan Devil Zalal sitting?
Oh God, I mean I don't know. Like whatever they put me in, I was like, let's go. You want to put me number one spot? Put me number one spot. Like who cares? I like for me, man. I was like, I'll be here. I'll be here, I'm chilling right here at this gym. Who cares? It's like. Number 10, number one. Who knows? Like I can't control the future. It's like it happens.
Yeah, totally. But I think that also speaks to a certain element of the culture of the team and the camp that you're around, in that you're not a camp to camp guy. So you're always training, you're always ready. That's how I drew that from you saying that nothing has really changed from before to now that I'm in the UFC. And I think that may speak more to the behaviors that you've already established within your lifestyle. Whether you're in camp or not, you're still hitting, morning strength and conditioning sessions a couple times a week. You're still then going through your daily morning team practice. You're back in the gym in the evening training. You're doing your pad sessions all throughout the week. You're never missing out on that work time. So, that probably keeps you always ready within striking distance. Am I wrong?
Yeah, man, and like you said, I'm young, might as well use it as of right now, and the prime is still coming, and this is just me experiencing. That's all I'm doing is just experiencing the whole UFC and UFC cage time and all that stuff. So and fun times will come, and it's been fun and it's going fun. So there's a lot more to come.
Definitely. Now, since we talked about it the last time, we did a little camera time. How's the chickens doing?
Actually, I got my first 2 eggs ever, so it's pretty dope. Yeah, they tiny. We lost a lot though because of my brother's wife forgot to close the door and they left. So and obviously they're dead now. But I only got like 5 or 7 left. So it's like, hey, it is what it is. But it's pretty cool to experience it, But it's awesome. Yeah, I got my first 2 eggs, like tiny eggs. So it's pretty dope.
That is pretty cool though. At least you got some. Those are your own eggs from your own chickens. That
that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. It's pretty dope.
That's awesome, man. Now, Youssef, I just want to ask you this one last time. I know that your time is limited. Is there anything that we haven't covered that you want to get out to friends, family, supporters, anybody out there?
Man, just do you guys. It's like it's a lot of what they say, 9 sayers in America. It's like 9 sayers or whatever. Like. People telling you not to do this and not to do that. Naysayers. Oh, there we go. See? That's my corrections. But, no, man, it's...
Sometimes I got to serve as a human dictionary. Yeah, it's okay. The thought is there, so we know...
I have a lot of those people, They translate a lot for me. No, but, yeah, it's, just do your thing, man. And just have fun, Things will come to you. Your time is coming. That's how I thought about it, My time is coming, and it's going, you know.
Absolutely, man. Anybody you want to shout out?
Thanks to all my team and my family, my wife, and my parents in Morocco, and man, my dad in here, my mom in Morocco, and all that stuff. Man, they've been amazing, and thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for taking the time.
Yes,
man.
sir.
I mean, very much a great day whenever we can have.
Ha! Let's go.
Waves, I mean, I don't know if you remember these guys. You guys see this on every episode. This was after LFA 56, right?
Yeah.
Minnesota. Future world champion, right there. Still believe it. Still say it today.
Let's go. Let's
Thank
get
you
it.
very much, my man.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
You can check out Youssef at
At the Moroccan Devil.
that's on
Instagram. Yeah, IG.
What about Twitter?
Twitter, actually, I didn't change it. It's Moroccan Devil _45.
Perfect. Moroccan Devil _45. Make sure that you tune in for Youssef on Fight Island on October 10th. I'm Jordan Kurtz with Comments from the Peanut Gallery, powered by the MMAplug.com. You could also check me out featured with DenverSportsBetting.com as well as Mile High Sports. See you next time.